This video is about Supergirl versus Wonder Woman. Both are extremely popular DC Comics female superheroes that have long histories, mostly separate from each other, although my research did come up with these two comic book covers showing them in conflict. After these two covers, a chronological series of comic book covers about Supergirl and then Wonder Woman are presented, starting with early covers and going through the newest. As the covers go by, information about the character being shown is provided. The information is not necessarily intended to correspond with the specific cover being shown at that time. In the near future, do you want a live-action movie made about Supergirl and Wonder Woman together, possibly in conflict with each other? If so, are there any specific actresses that you want to have play Supergirl and Wonder Woman? Do you have any plot ideas? Supergirl, also known as Kara Zor-El, made her first appearance in Action Comics number 252 in 1959. Supergirl was created by writer Otto Binder and designed by artist Al Plastino. The reaction to Supergirl's first appearance was tremendous, with thousands of positive letters pouring into DC Comics. Supergirl has had more than one origin story. What follows is one of them. Created as a female counterpart to Superman, Supergirl shares his superpowers and vulnerability to kryptonite. Supergirl, like her cousin Superman, is a Kryptonian. Supergirl is a survivor of Argo City, which had survived the explosion of the planet Krypton and drifted through space. The city had been covered by a plastic dome for weather moderation, devised by Zor-El, a climatologist and engineer, and also the younger brother of Superman's father, Jor-El. The dome held together a large chunk of landmass under the city as it drifted through space in the general direction of our Earth's solar system. However, the bottommost layers of bedrock were affected by the explosion of Krypton and slowly and steadily turned into green kryptonite. The residents of Argo City laid down a lead ground shield to protect themselves from the kryptonite. Zor-El created a propulsion system to accelerate the city's approach to Earth's solar system. Zor-El, during this time in space, got married to Allura, and they had a daughter, Kara, who later became Supergirl. A deranged citizen caused Argo to be veered towards meteorites, which crashed into the underside of Argo and released kryptonite that started killing the inhabitants of Argo. Zor-El sent the adolescent Kara to Earth in a rocket, and to ensure that she would be recognized by Superman, Kara's parents gave her a uniform that was similar to Superman's uniform. On Earth, she gains powers identical to those of Superman and adopts the secret identity of Linda Lee, a resident at Midvale Orphanage, and gradually functions as Supergirl. She attends high school, graduates from college, changes careers several times, and has many boyfriends, but places her super activities first. Supergirl plays a supporting role in various DC Comics publications, including Action Comics, Superman, and other comic book series unrelated to Superman. After Supergirl's adventures became the lead feature in Adventure Comics, she later starred in her own comic book series, which debuted in 1972 and ran until 1974, followed by several more series about her. There was a Supergirl movie in 1984 with Helen Slater starring as Supergirl. She has also been on TV, notably with Laura Vandervoort playing her in the 7th season of Smallville, and Melissa Benoist playing her in the Supergirl TV show that started in 2015. Wonder Woman, also known as Diana Prince, made her first appearance, but not on the cover, in All-Star Comics number 8, published October 21st, 1941. This was at the beginning of the golden age of comic books, which was from 1938 to 1956. Her first feature was in Sensation Comics number 1, cover dated January 1942, and she appeared on that cover. Later in 1942, she got her own series, starting with Wonder Woman number 1. Unlike the damsels in distress that were common when she started, she was the opposite. Wonder Woman was created by the American psychologist and writer William Moulton Marston and artist Harry G. Peter. Marston's wife, Elizabeth, and their life partner, Olive Byrne, are credited as being his inspiration for the character's appearance. Marston lived from 1893 to 1947. He invented an early prototype of the lie detector and was known as a self-help author, in addition to being the writer who created Wonder Woman. In 1940, in an interview conducted by his partner Olive Byrne that was published in the Family Circle, it was communicated that he saw great educational potential in comic books. The interview caught the attention of comics publisher Max Gaines, who hired Marston as a consultant. At that time, many of the superheroes were male, and Marston's wife, Elizabeth Holloway Marston, had the idea of creating a female superhero. Marston was given the go-ahead and developed Wonder Woman, basing her character on the unconventional, liberated, powerful modern women of the day. He wanted to create a feminine character with all the strength of Superman, plus all the allure of a good and beautiful woman. Wonder Woman's origin story has changed over time, and what follows is one story. In her debut, in All-Star Comics number 8, Diana was a member of a tribe of women called Amazons, native to Paradise Island, a secluded island set in the middle of a vast ocean. Captain Steve Trevor's plane crashes on the island, and he is nursed back to health by Diana, who falls in love with him. A competition is held amongst all the Amazons by Diana's mother, the Queen of the Amazons, and the winner is to return Captain Steve Trevor back to man's world. The Queen forbids Diana from entering the competition, but she takes part nonetheless, wearing a mask to conceal her identity. Diana wins the competition, and the Queen decides to let Diana go to man's world and gives her a special uniform for her new role as Wonder Woman, and she safely returns Steve Trevor to his home country. Wonder Woman had been sculpted from clay by her mother, the Queen, and was given life as an Amazon, along with superhuman powers as gifts by the Greek gods. She possesses an arsenal of magical items, including the lasso of truth, a pair of indestructible bracelets, and a tiara that can be used as a projectile. Having been created during World War II, she initially fights both Axis forces and various villains. When blending into the society outside of her homeland, she sometimes adopts her civilian identity, Diana Prince. Wonder Woman has made multiple appearances on TV, including the 1975 to 1979 Wonder Woman TV show starring Linda Carter as Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has also made multiple appearances in movies, including multiple live-action ones starring Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. For information about the video, see the video description section. Please like and subscribe.